In this video, I'm going to be talking about how topic sentences can help you build a line of reasoning in your analytical writing, connecting your body paragraphs back to your thesis statement and guiding your reader through the argument that you're making about the text. So if you look quickly at this document that I'm going to be working in, I have highlighted my thesis statement and all of my topic sentences in green, and I'm going to talk about those and use that as an example for how the student has created a line of reasoning. So your purpose in writing a topic sentence in an analytical essay is twofold. You want to clearly communicate the purpose of the paragraph you are beginning, and you want to make a connection back to the thesis statement. So you want to make sure that you are looking forward into the paragraph and giving a preview, and looking backward to the thesis statement to prove that there is a connection there. A couple tips that we're going to talk about are: try not to be repetitive by restating the same parts of your thesis or theme statement again and again. And at the end of writing your essay, read just your thesis statement and topic sentences out loud. It should sound like an outline of your essay, and it should sound like just enough information to guide your reader through the basic ideas that you're talking about without getting too far into specific examples and analysis. Okay, so if we look at this example, you all have read this thesis statement before. This is about a passage from Amy Tan's Joy Luck Club. So our thesis statement is: in the passage, Amy Tan's use of similes and personification helps to illustrate how familial relationships are hard to escape, even in times of tension and anger. So in our thesis statement, the student has identified the literary elements that he's going to be focusing on, and he has identified the theme statement he's going to be analyzing. So let's look at our first topic sentence. This student has done several things really well here. So first, he identifies where we are talking about, what part of the text we're talking about. So in the beginning of the passage. And you might do this in your topic sentences and identify where in Of Mice and Men you're talking about. In chapter 4, or after George and Lenny arrive in the bunkhouse. But something to kind of identify where we're talking about. Then the student identifies the literary element that we're going to be focusing on in this paragraph, which directly connects back to the literary element in the thesis statement. And then he talks about the ideas that are going to show up in the paragraph, which also connect to the ideas in the theme statement. So we've got: in the beginning of the passage, Tan uses a simile to illustrate the frustration the narrator feels when she runs away from home and is unable to find a safe haven. So the frustration this girl feels when she runs away and is unable to find safety away from home connects back to how it's hard to escape your family relationships, even when you're angry. So the student is doing a good job of clearly connecting back to the thesis statement, but he's also avoiding being repetitive by just restating the same theme from the thesis statement in that first topic sentence. Let's look at one more, and then you all can check out the other example on your own. So here in our second topic sentence, it says: later, Tan describes the narrator walking home hours later and seeing her apartment, and she uses a simile to help illustrate the dread the girl feels upon returning home. So again, we've got that kind of cue of where are we talking about in the book, what's happening, where have we moved to in our analysis. We have an identification of the literary element that we're going to be focusing on, and then we have the ideas that are going to show up in this paragraph that connect back to our theme statement. So the dread the girl feels upon returning home. So the dread she feels upon returning home definitely connects back to how it's hard to escape your family. When you try to escape them and you have to go home, it might fill you with dread, but it doesn't restate the same theme statement from the thesis. it comes up, the writer came up with kind of his own way to say it for this paragraph. Okay, these documents are both linked on the calendar for the next week, and I hope this video has been helpful in helping you write strong topic sentences that both preview a paragraph's analysis and connect back to support the thesis statement.